Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm a little behind today. Just a little behind, so I got a couple things I got to do. One of which is resetting my actual account. Welcome, welcome. Again. Jeez. Yikes. Not what you want to see. We did end up taking that buy side on 250s and then went up there. And returned, huh? We returned. Fuck, Topstep. God. My boy B Gooey. Welcome in, gentlemen. Welcome in, sir. How are thou today, this fine Friday? Oh. I am doing good. Personally trying to reset these accounts. It's not working out for me. The fuck? Anyone know why I am unable to? Yeah, Wanucci, what up, brother? Big pumps. Literally all day yesterday, we just went completely one directional. It's kind of a crazy day, crazy close. I'm trying to reset these accounts, and for some reason, short-handed at work, but got cornhole later. Short-handed, bro. Damn, so you're gonna be busy, but cornhole's always always a vibes. Trying to figure out what's up with Topstep. And it's not letting me reset my accounts. Uninterested. Big pump though, huh, Juan? What you looking at today, bro? What you peeping? I am gonna let y'all know what I'm peeping as soon as I can get these accounts to work for me. Reset, bank, process payment, and it won't process. Like it's not even going solid. Very weird. Market opened up here though. Obviously, Juan, just to let you know right off the top, what I'm pretty much peeping, dude, we went up all day yesterday, right? There's no reason that we're not going to fill some of these imbalances, especially because of this weak high that we set. We didn't even set anything very strong, so just be obvious, just be patient. I think shorts are gonna be in play today since we had that price action yesterday, which was incredibly bullish. But 1 second here, just want to see if I can actually. I don't know what's going on. I might be cooked. It's not letting me do anything. And Apple was pumping huge. I was looking at Apple and seeing how the stocks are reacting, and then Apple was pumping huge. Yeah. I mean, we didn't have any more, no information, right? Okay. So nothing really big. Just just a really crazy reaction. I mean, on the hourly, we have so many imbalances that could be set in here. So I would definitely be looking at shorts today. I think so. Lots of options. Maybe like this first attempt would either be back to this whole number here at the 310s. Might be able to try the 370s where we had that big rejection. Just want to get these accounts reset. Please log out of your platform first. Huh. I might have to. Here, I'm going to try this really quickly, guys. I got to close this. Sorry. Just got to see if I can. It says I can't have it open while I'm trying to do my resets, which. It's just new for Topstep, but see if they're actually. See if that's real or not. No. Huh. Well. I'm actually confused. I think Topstep might be down for the moment right now. It's not letting me reset my accounts. Every time I'm doing this, it's not deleting this. So I think Topstep might be down right now. Anyone else noticing that? That trade yesterday won, as you can see. We got stopped out and pretty much immediately after with those 2-point stops, or that 5-point stop. It was, which you couldn't short yesterday. You just could not short yesterday. Yesterday went one directional. And I might be cooked. Topstep might be down. It's not letting me reset these accounts, so I could start new ones, but can't really do that either because of their new rules where you're only allowed a certain amount of accounts. Oh, Topstep, what's up? Reset these for me, please. Wow. Okay. All right, well, technical difficulties. What I'd be looking at, though, is, like I said, overnight high. London high is same thing. Yeah. Maybe a sweep of London overnight high. I don't know, though. It feels pretty set. This was midnight high, so Asia high, and then we just kind of continued down. I think we're gonna get a retracement all day. Maybe not all day, but for a good bit. I'd be willing to try these. This 380 whole number. If that breaks, I'd probably be willing to try this 415 again. Find a spot. Apple was pumping huge, huh? How'd your day end up ending yesterday, Juan? How'd that go for you? Let me try to get these reset. I'm all flustered. That Topstep won't even take my money from me. Gotta get a little better tunage going on. This isn't hype enough for me right now. This music isn't hype enough for me right now. I actually think Topstep really is down though. It's not letting me reset. It's not letting me do anything. Which is tragic because, yeah, just would be participating in this. Wasn't positive or negative yesterday. Neutral. It's a good day though, man. It's a good day. Don't lose money. Today, let's make you some money though, huh? Let's have a good day. I think if you're, I mean, depending on how this morning opens up here, we've only been open for 8 minutes, so depending on how we end up basing here, I think you could be in shell for shorts, but let's just see. Let's see how we react on this line. This line is pretty big. Yeah, I really do. I think Topstep is down at the moment, which is so lame. I should have reset these yesterday. Fuck. Shoot. How many trades did you end up taking, Juan? Do you have a limit to that you limit yourself to, or do you just kind of poke around with whatever you feel is... Oh, don't need that open. Stop. Thanks. Thank you. Do you have a limit for yourself? Yeah, Topstep's down, huh? Fuck, is that annoying. Bummer. Should have reset these yesterday. I don't even know if I'm going to have accounts to trade for today, boys. No limit, you just kind of go at it. I like that. I've been trying to set myself to be a little bit more precise with my entries and not force anything. But, you know, if you find a trade and it's within your strat, you should take it. Price trying the VWAP here. Sorry, I'm not narrating the way I would be. I'm just trying to get these accounts going, but let's just see here. Tried the VWAP. I'm finding a little bit of rejection from it. We opening print price was right here. So this 300 area was opening print price. We have about 4 minutes for the first 15-minute range here. Finding a little rejection from the VWAP, which is just about the same price level as this high. A retest of that really would be a good opportunity. Be patient. I think this bottom, this little double bottom here is fairly weak. You could be targeting that. Getting a reaction here. Come on, NASDAQ. Let me try. Reset this account. Thank you. Dang. Topstep struggling today. Just struggling today, huh? It was way too difficult. Finally, one has reset, though. 1 out of the 5. Let's get 4 more going here. Still rejecting the VWAP. Now below opening print price. Let these first 15-minute range play out here. What's the next count? I gotta reset 0033. 0033. This is the unfun part of blowing accounts, is resetting them. 0033. Process payment. Excuse me. Two accounts down, 3 more to go. Just reset my accounts here. Should have did it yesterday, but was busy. So as you can see, we're rejecting this price here, where price originally bounced off of. This was the this previous week high. Yeah, this was 2 weeks ago. This is the top of that candle where the news, where tariffs were. Now it's to be paused. Now we're retesting that line. Sold off of it in the VWAP. So I'd be looking for shorts. Still am looking for shorts. Just want to get these accounts reset real quick. Next one I got to reset is 9717. 9717. Reset, please. 9717. Yep. Oh, no. It's doing that thing again where it's not letting me put process. This bottom liquidity here looks really weak. Obviously, if we break that, this is that 250 area. Is this what this is? Yeah. Yeah. We break that 250. You could be looking at the 160s. Previous day high. Or actually, previous day high was up here, but I'm talking weekly high or Monday high. Is that what that one was? No, that's how I meant. Wednesday. Topstep, take my money. Gosh, take my money. Topstep's having issues today, which, you know, it's understandable. I should have definitely reset these yesterday just to avoid this. Didn't want to do this live on stream. Want to be taking trades. Market's been open for 15 minutes, and I'm now going to track out our 15-minute range here. Not that. First 15-minute range, right? Price usually respects this midpoint pretty decently throughout the day, so we'll see how that plays out. Oh my god. Well, let me reset 2 of them. It's not letting me reset the other 3 right now. So, still waiting. Price is pretty neutral right now, not going anywhere. This bottom liquidity looks like a target. Below that, we have the 160s. That's a pretty decent target. Right now, just trying to set these accounts. Decent rejection from that 50% level there. Obvious 212s, this bottom. Looks pretty attractive. See if I can get my accounts before that happens. Take my money, Topstep. Like, who knew it'd be so hard to give your money, you know? 2 out of the 5 are reset. Good luck today, though, boys. Let's have a good Friday. No reason to end the week, you know, with any negativity. Take good setups, find a spot where you are happy with the risk, and then put the risk on and be happy with the result. That's all we can do, right? 15-minute low, first 15-minute range here looks like it's going to be tested. If that breaks, then obviously the 212s below that look attractive. First targets. Currently just trying to reset my accounts. $9717, please. Yeah, Topstep is just down today, boys. It's a tragedy. It's only letting me reset 2 of them. Every time I go into the dashboard to reset it, I'll click the account, click process payment, but it's not processing. Like the button won't light up to like actually let you select it. I think I'd have an order at these 320s possibly for a short. Looking for the break of this bottom range here. Looking for a break of this 212s. All very good things. Is Will in here? How you doing, Will? You hanging out? You trade with Topstep, Juan? You probably haven't reset an account today, but you notice anything weird with it? This music isn't exactly what I'm looking for. Looking for a little bit more height. Price trying the bottom of this 15-minute range now. Again, buyers had their control all day yesterday, so it's fairly likely to assume they're going to continue with the pressure. Yo, good morning, bro. What up, Will? How'd your day end up yesterday? How'd you end up doing? Nah, it's going smooth for me. Good, man. Tyler, did you ever have an ICT phase? So I did. The thing about ICT, which I kind of mentioned a little bit yesterday, I like 2 things about it. All of the trades that you take off of ICT, if you're following the model correctly, are based off of, you know, you're taking trades off the chart. There's really no emotion. It's not like it's definitive. That I like the definitive of it. I also enjoy the fact that the market does tend to repeat itself in certain patterns. What I don't like is I don't necessarily think that like the market makers are out there hunting stops, right? And I don't think that a certain couple things that they play into, I don't fully buy into, but I believe there is algorithms in the market. Like obviously there are things that decide where price goes, and then I like the fractal idea that like if you look at it on a 4-hour chart or a 5-minute chart, they should look fairly similar, just in a different lens, right? And I like that idea because there is relatively similar. I do like certain concepts, like, you know, I like to target lows and target these pivot points where the market again usually retries, but I don't trade ICT, you know. Dang, Topstep will not let me reset my accounts. Why? It's only done 2 out of the 5, and every time I go click on it, it will not process. Bummer. Is that something that you peep on? You like ICT? You ever again, I think every trader's had their moment where you see and again, some of the bigger successful traders trade ICT. So like again, that's one thing. 50-minute range broke here. So now we're starting to break down to the downside. Might get some continuation towards these 215s. This is the obvious bottom here that I'm targeting, that I would be targeting. Obviously, I'm not targeting anything without these accounts. Come on, Topstep. Please take my money. And again, like I said, I like the fact that the people that do trade, or if you are trading ICT, the strategy, you're at least trading the chart. You're only trading what you see. I like that part. As long as you're obviously executing properly. And again, a lot of the successful traders like Kane trades ICT. Obviously, Jade Cap, Kyle, he trades ICT. And again, it's the it's not any strategy. This is my one thing that I don't like about ICT is that he markets himself, which he's a fantastic marketer, but any strategy can work in the stock market, right, Juan? Like, that's why I'm trying to show you right now with like this new strategy where I'm risking 10 points. And I do use order blocks and fair value gaps and breaker structure, but no, I don't actually trade ICT. Yeah, hell yeah. So again, like I like that same thing you're talking about. Order blocks, they play out. You can see them consistently. Fair value gaps, they play out. You can see them consistently. Yeah, he's not the creator of those, exactly. He's just marketed them. But again, it's like any strategy in this market will work. You can have a 3, 5, 10% win rate, but if your winners are huge, you're successful. You could take base hits and scalp for a 1-to-1, but if your win rate's 80%, you're successful. So it's like there's no one size fits all in this game. That's one thing I actually love about it. It's so versatile. Like breaking through the bottom of this range here now, trying the bottom of these 215s. I think if that actually continues to break, again, we have this obvious high of Wednesday at these 150s. Lots of opportunity for downside in general, right? Because yesterday we just went up one direction. So don't rush into buys today. Don't rush into shorts. Just be patient. But he's not the creator of those. No, he's not. So again, I like that the successful, like, you can see it. You can watch people like Kyle trade, and they are successful. And it's not because of the strategy of ICT itself. It's because they are following the same plan every day. They show up looking for the same things, and then it shows itself, and they execute, and they make money. And I fuck with that. Will, how'd your day end up going yesterday, bro? You end up, I know you were 100 negative when we left. Overnight got me. Thomas was interested in the overnight action, huh? Were you looking for a sell-off just because of this insane bull print? I would have been too. I would still be looking for shorts today, which overnight will get you. Tim, are you? I mean, you don't need to reset an account, but I can't. It's not letting me reset my accounts. Only 2 of them. So like, look at this. All right, I'll go to 9717, or actually this 00 needs to be reset too. So I go to this. Pulls up. Blue these accounts. Reset. Right. Boom, boom. And this box is not getting highlighted, so I can't do anything. It only worked for a couple of them. Kind of not cool, you know, kind of not amazing. Oh, sorry. Put the charts back up there, huh? Yeah, kind of not cool, kind of not amazing, but is what it is. We're just here, but waiting. I took a buy at the 238s. Nice bottom, bro. Nice bottom. Be careful. Obviously, I'd have stops on fairly quickly, maybe break even, but do you want good trade? Decent loss. Lost my eval for Apex, but we're reloaded, lol. Hell yeah, bro. Well, today's the day. I think a lot of accounts were blown just trying to short yesterday. I mean, it went up all day in one direction. Like, this is wild price action just all day long. So you watch. We blew the account trying to short it too. Tried to get in an overnight short to start. Then in the other account, caught a long, was up 50 points. Then we rejected the 500 level area real quick. Dang. Yeah. It's tough, brother. Really tough. You traded both overnight. I respect that. I do. I should have reset these accounts yesterday because I'm getting cooked right now by this. I'm guessing this is just Topstep wanting to save me some money today. Is that what this is? Like, hey, actually, you don't get to try to pass some combines today. Like, okay. Will's reloaded, making some money today. Juan broke even. He's going to make some money today. Thomas is locked out of the markets, which is sad. Tyler might be locked out of the markets too if I can't get Topstep to take my funds. Trying the EMA here at the 70s. Price action is kind of starting to sell off from the opening print price. I think if I was looking for a short, again, it would be up around these areas, around these 320s. Otherwise, this 210 area could break. I know Juan's in along, so hopefully that can move for you. I am a little bearish, though, and it's not letting me. 9717. 9717, reset, and no luck. All right, well, I might be cooked. I don't know. I really don't. I just peaked it at that 500 level was the high too. Laughed my ass off. Yeah, I know, dude. That's what's crazy. We rejected you. Like the actual high too. The actual high, T-Nads. Bear structure is looking a little bearish still. We have these obvious double bottom here to 217s. We are holding this range though, so you know, if you're on the side of the buyers yesterday, then you should be okay. We'll see if this continuation carries or if we're gonna find some more selling now. Into the 280s. Looks like that VWAP was held and supported. This is horrible. I don't know why I can't reset my accounts today. Come on, Topstep. Frick. Yeah, let me do 2 of them. Yes, and let me do another one. 9717 might be reset now. Yes, it's 3 of them. Okay, 2 more, boys. Come on, Topstep. I just want to give you dollars. Okay, that's 3. 3, check. Let's try to get another one here while it's somewhat responding. Let's try to get another one here. See if I can get them to take my money. 9960. 9960. Got it. One more, gentlemen, here. Come on now. Come on, let's keep this rolling. These candles make no sense. They're huge. Yeah, they are. Damn, what a pump there. Into the 320s. Nice long. Nice long wand from the 280s. The 238s, I mean. Pushing into the VWAP now. Price reclaim this. We're still in this little 15-minute range chop. We broke through the bottom of it and then pushed right back into it. So that was a huge 10 a.m. candle. Let's see if we can get our last reset now. One more to go. Is it zeros? Yes, it is. I think we did it. I think we did it, boys. We got our 5 reset fucking finally. Only, 30 plus minutes after open. That's cool. No, it is. That's great. That's awesome. It's okay. I'm not upset about it. No, I'm not triggered at all by that. Okay. Copy trading. Lead account. Here we go. All right. Let's see what we can do here. We're not looking for much. All right, now let's focus in here. Yeah, I really don't mind a VWAP attempt slash. What is this exact high over here? About these 377s, so. Yeah, possibly a 380 short. Could consider. I mean, again, we're trying the 10-point stop. Price is looking pretty bullish, though. Double bottom here. A little fair value gap was created in here. Look at this range. Came through, broke to the bottom, and then just went straight up. From the bottom of this Monday, this was Monday low, right? At 700, 2,000, 17.7, so like 1,600 points. Absolutely nuts run here. 1,600 point run. And now we're just kind of consolidating. Breaking off the VWAP one more time here. Into this little fair value gap. See how price reacts. We're in this 15-minute range still. Broke to the bottom, the downside of it. Reclaimed it. Now we're kind of oscillating. There's another VWAP test. See if price is really going to break there. Otherwise, we're going to find some support. Price is testing it again here. Price is testing the VWAP again at the 340s. Some continuation could be breaking through the 15-minute range high at the 60s. I think a price I'm going to be looking for is if we do break the 60s, which it looks like the VWAP might be holding it down. So we're going to find out here. Still the first 15-minute range. Draw it out a little clearer. If we fail to reclaim this, well, $10.05 now. 10 o'clock either offers a reversal or continuation, typically. Today, which side? Which side do you want to be on? I think after an absolute ludicrous buying day yesterday, we're going to find some just natural, rebalancing of price. Otherwise, think about it this way. If you got long yesterday, or any hedge firm or anybody bought long, you were in money. You're still profitable. You're still up almost to this point. And so they're going to, naturally, some of those longs are going to go get stopped out today. The question is when, right? When do we reclaim that? As you can see, this 50% line of the 15-minute range is being held at the moment. You want to see the continuation of the reaction. VWAP is holding us down, though. So, again, these two 15s is some really obvious liquidity. And if you look over here on the hourly chart, it's looking fairly weak. Another test of this VWAP is a decent little opportunity. Trying the VWAP again here. Trying the VWAP again here. See the reaction. Buyers are reclaiming the VWAP for the moment. Let's see if that continues. Breaking out of this 15-minute range would be pretty bullish, especially after trapping to the downside here. Lon, what a long won at the 238s here. I personally am fairly interested in an attempt at these 380s. But if the 380s don't hold, these 415s look really attractive too. I'm looking for a spot to get a short here. Just want to decide where. Trying the top of the 15-minute range now. Will they break out to the upside? We rejected the bottom of it now. See if the upside continues. Decent little breakout. Because where did this bottom end up getting into 220? So still, anybody that got long pretty much after 12 yesterday is still in the profit. Price is trying the 380s here now. Decent little move. This would be a spot where I was gonna willing to try one, but I cannot. Actually, I absolutely can, and I'm going to. See this breakout here? I think our first attempt is really going to be these previous close. This was yesterday's close. 319 was yesterday's close. Okay. Yeah, so that 80 reaction absolutely would have held. That's awesome. No, it is. That's great. Into the 90s now. Makes me think we're going to go see potentially these overnight highs. I'm going to try an order here to sell at these 414s. We're going to try a 10-point stop there. See if we can get into the 400s. These 380s are currently being a little bit of resistance, expectedly. EMA is now curling back over. Hourly candles are just insane over here. Just straight finding buying. Which the buying could continue. So I think another opportunity I would be willing to try. Depends. Depends on how we deliver. See if we can get a fill here into the 414s. We're at the 400s now. See if we can get a fill here. See how the 400s react. Finding a little resistance. Hoping for a quick fill, quick exit. Again, this strategy is very quick. You're either right or you're wrong. So, looking for a fill here. About 10 points now. I want to see the buyers push through the 400s. I don't want this fill to be slow. The slower we build this structure and then get us a fill, the weaker our entry is going to be. I'd love this candle to come up and flick us in, you know. Here at the 400s still. So many people, blue accounts, trying to short yesterday. So, of course, we have to continue to short. Looks like the 400s is a little bit of a reaction. Breaking out of the 15-minute range here. There's nothing really about this 414 level other than an intraday level. I mean, this yesterday's peak here. Wait, this yesterday's? Oh, no. We reacted off it a couple more times. Back into the 380s. And Will was one of them. Hey, bro. It's okay. A lot of people. No doubt. Absolutely no doubt. Finding some reaction off this 380s level still. And the EMA. If this candle gets some strength in towards our price, I don't love it as much. And in fact, I'm not loving it anyway. We're building some decent little structure here. And this level's more intraday. We got a little peak there. It's an okay spot. It is. I want to see how price reacts at this 380s level. This is still a pretty big line in the sand spot. Pretty big line in the sand spot. Trying the EMA now. Building a bit of a bull flag. I think if we got a quick flush into the VWAP, I would try it for a 10-point stop. Problem with that is this 380s is holding pretty well. So like on a higher time frame, let me just show you guys what I'm looking at on an hourly, right? We had this really giant spot, right? We were in this range for a while. This high created this range. Yesterday we ended up breaking through this range, but now we broke that through and now we're retesting it. So it's just a classic retesting of a range that if this is the spot where we turn around for the day, well, then I think it's going to be pretty obvious. Let's find out. Back into the 15-minute range now. Let's see how price reacts off of it. Price looks like it is technically rejecting this again on this hourly too. Decent little reaction back when we got into the 15-minute range. Back to these 380s level. Definitely a decent reaction. I don't know if I love our range that we're trying to trade into. Let's see how price reacts. Still into this 380s level. It hasn't decided yet. We are building a bit of a bull flag. The way this hourly set up, though, it just doesn't really look like a bull bear flag. This range was supported once intraday. We broke from it, reclaimed it. Price tried the 380s again. Seems to be giving it up for the moment. Would be somewhat interested in a long off this VWAP, but because we're rejecting this 380 for our overall short, I don't know if I can do that. $380s, 406s. Yeah, the way price is just slowly getting into here, it makes me feel like we are going to get a reaction off the VWAP, off this previous bottom here. I'm going to try it. It's enough for 10 points. It's a decent little spot. Test the buyers here. Test the buyers here at this VWAP. All right. Let's test the buyers here at this VWAP. Decent little reaction. Oof. We just got teased there. VWAP recipients are being very interesting. I think we're on the other side of it now. I think that was the push there. We almost got filled but didn't. It's pretty brutal, actually. That was pretty brutal. My word. What did we get long at there? 345 and price got to. Here's the break though that we were looking for. 360. That should have fired, man. Shit. That was brutal. She got wicked out of there. I do think we're going to see this continuation to the downside now that we were looking for, though. Here's the break of this 15 minutes. 380 with the retest. Now we just got to find a spot where it gets in. I cannot believe. One more time for me. 345.50. So I was looking for a 360.50. 360.50. Yeah, I don't know. That's brutal. That was brutal. I think this bottom's going to break, though. We're going to be joining them. I want to see a retest one more time of maybe this 50% for fully dies, but we'll see here. In the bottom of the 15-minute range. Now we need 26, boys. We're about 40 points from this obvious bottom here. So we broke out to the bottom of the range, broke out to the top of the range. I think they're gonna try. I think they would try VWAP one more time. All right, there's our final trade. We're gonna be looking for the short here. Just gotta decide where it's gonna be. I think we're gonna try these 20s. I think VWAP could come in and give us a fire, but I think VWAP could give us a fire, but we're gonna try this 50% range here. I cannot believe we were just like very close to passing that. I think the safer entry here for the short might even be this VWAP attempt again. And the problem with our stop of our 10 points is if VWAP does fire, well, then we're going to have our 10-point stop hit. She might not even retest this range here. VWAP, the EMA is curling quite a bit. We're going to leave our entry. I think we have a chance still of getting filled. I think we still have a chance of getting filled. Well, sellers might be finally having their way. They got beat up all day yesterday, so they deserve a moment too, you know. This hourly candle is about to invert, which will be incredibly bearish. One more attempt here. Really forming a nice bear flag. Don't want to see price beat it up, though. I want to see this bottom be held and get a fill at this 50% before this move actually moves. Bear flag is being formed. Hourly candles inverted over here. Still like our entry. I don't love that the EMAs broke below this 50% now. Makes me feel like our chances of getting filled are a little lower. Price is looking like it wants to. It looks like it wants to break out of the bottom of this here. I would like this to hold the way it is before we get in and get one more fill at this 50% line. Get one more opportunity. EMA is really compressing though. Changes quite a bit. I think we got to move our entry down. Or she's just going to go ahead and break out for us. This obvious bottom at the 210s is the next clear target. Stop market buy. That's not what I'm trying to do. Y'all didn't even tell me this was on my chart. I'm trying to limit sell that. This hourly candle inverting is very bearish. Showing just exhausted buyers, right? All this wicks within this imbalance, just showing exhausted buyers. 238s haven't been broken yet. Would love a fill at these 315s. This EMA might be the next opportunity. If you had a bigger stop, you could probably get into these EMAs. I think we're gonna get one more little pump, one more little test, possibly, of this 50% range here. Trying the EMA now. I really do think we're going to get another VWAP test or like a try like this. Something like this. Something like this. Something like this. These 315s is a decent spot too. But I think, excuse me, if this is really going to play out with an actual break of the downside, we got to really trap some of these buyers that are going to be perma accepting of this bullish action. And price might be trying at the EMA, like I mentioned. That could have been the spot. We ended up getting a wick test of a pretty decent level, so. And breaking now. Into the 236s now, below this open is 15-minute range low. Buyers are still being stubborn. They're not giving this up completely. This bottom here at the 217s feels very, very weak now. Excuse me. Still building some structure down here. We're wedging down. The hourly candle looks extremely bearish. The failure to hold this is a pretty big thing. Especially because we have all of this on auction prices from yesterday. Trying to short this wick. EMA coming on the other side of it. I don't love, though. I don't love it. Just the VWAP try, maybe the 315s. The way that we tripled into here and then swept this, and now we're finding some reaction. Definitely just bigger structure. So I'm either going to be playing for this 315 short or this VWAP short. And since it's our second try of the day, I'm probably going to be trying the VWAP instead. Since it's our final attempt, I don't mind our price. Finding a reaction off this bottom again. Into the 305s there. 315 could be a spot. We're looking for another VWAP attempt. We're looking for another VWAP attempt. A little reaction there from the 310s. Holding the 300s. Get a VWAP entry here. Let's get a VWAP short here. 25 minutes till Europe closes. Very interesting price action. We're still pretty much in this 15-minute range. We broke out to the bottom side, went back inside, broke out to the top side, came back inside again. So we're just hanging out. This hourly candle flipping back over is interesting. Holding the EMA here. I like our last attempt here at the VWAP. Try to get a VWAP fill. It's not exactly at the end of a range. This is more of a predicting thing here. 15. See the 15 play. The 15s is going to be that 50% of the 15-minute range. We could have the turnaround spot be here. I'm hoping for maybe a VWAP touch because of the structure on the hourly, but we'll see. All right, finding some rejection there. Very sideways, choppy price action. More likely than not, really no reason to participate in this overall, but I gotta try to pass one. My rules for myself is I'm gonna try to pass a set of accounts a day. So you'll either get one attempt, I either pass or don't, try again the next day, pass or don't, next day, pass or don't. Eventually you have your accounts, and then from there it's just finding a good spot, having a good opportunity, and getting paid. We're getting some bullish action now. I don't necessarily love it, but I don't hate it. As long as we get a VWAP test fairly quickly, I'd want this to kind of just move in there and give us our fill without moving away. But if it keeps oscillating and, you know, providing the structure around this EMA, it's not as attractive. Was that the 315? We did trade into the 50-minute % range now, so we'll see how we react here. Let's see if we can get it. About 20 points off the VWAP now. Still holding that 50% range, finding a little bit of rejection. Being inside of this range in general is fairly risky to be taking a trade. And this is a decent little double bottom. Let's see here. Getting close to getting filled. 15 points. Get a VWAP fill here. Get a rejection from it. That's what we're hoping for. I don't want this to fill us. I don't want this to trickle around this price and not give us a fill. Looks like we're just barely hanging on, which if this doesn't give us a fill on this candle, we're really not going to be, I'm probably going to cancel this order. It's got to be this candle. It's got to be this candle. Not interested in this next candle. I'm going to go a little higher than VWAP now. Man, did we really just top tick and not get filled again? It's incredible. One more push here into the VWAP. A little fill above. There's the VWAP attempt. Yeah, okay. Okay. We didn't even get our try. We didn't even get our try. Shorten this range. 20 minutes left. Still expecting this to have a... Actually, we need this to be bigger now. Actually, we need 2,000. What do we need? I need 1483. Oof. I want to see this previous spot hold. Push back into these 30s will be the pass. Try the EMA here, the VWAP. Not for break even now. Just get down there for me, girl. I took another buy at the 278s. I made my 15 on the day, so I'm about to call it until Monday. Hey, man, congratulations. Have a good weekend, bro. Take care. Good trading. Good trading. Want to see this continue to break through for me. Just need this VWAP to not hold. VWAP's going to be the only thing that is going to decide if this does go or not. Not looking for a big move, just to these 30s. If the VWAP holds, it's going to be pretty bullish. Otherwise, we have a chance. Did Topstep get rid of 50% evals? 50% eval. What do you mean 50% eval? I want to see this VWAP break. Above it's dangerous for us. Get rid of 50% eval. You mean the consistency rule, like a 50% of the consistency? Because that's still implicative. That's why I'm looking for these 3,000 here. Because if we get this 3,000, this will be the 50%. I like that it's an EMA test. I want to see this VWAP break. I think if it does, we're going to be in clear here. I want to see VWAP break here, just to the DMA. It's not feeling like that's going to happen, though. We're getting some decent structure. Yeah, the consistency rule. They did. It's still in rule. They're actually debating if they want to bring that over to the XFA. So you're going to have a 50% XFA limit as well. Isn't decided all the way or how they're gonna go about it, but no, they do have 50% consistency rules. That's why if I get this 3,000, that'll be the 50%. Let's see a try here. It looks like we're holding the VWAP, so I don't love that action. I want to see VWAP break. Again, our price is at the EMA there, so it's at a decent spot, but the longer we wait, the higher EMA will curl up above our spot, our price there. Give us a temp now, VWAP, or holding the VWAP. Want to see it try to break through here. Want to see it try. Back my bad, I didn't see the PPO. Yeah, I already took a loss, so. Looks like it is going to hold this VWAP. We might be getting cucked. We're finding some bullish support on the VWAP. Is not fantastic for our trade, especially now that our profit's below this EMA. Definitely lowers the probability. All right. Well, we tried that range. We got a decent move back to the VWAP, but it didn't break to give us the rest. It didn't break to give us the rest there. We're still holding this level at the moment. Yeah, unfortunately, I needed the full 3,000 there, bro, so I could pass. Cause I already took that loss, and she's gonna hold this level. It looks like. What were we looking for? Like into here now, 30s. The 30s trades off that wick. I'm gonna be a little upset. I'm not gonna lie. $15 minutes left until Europe closes. It's very back and forth trading day, so be patient with your sell. Yeah, we took a decent spot. We just didn't get the continuation that we needed. This price level still acting as some resistance. Back to the EMA, back to the VWAP. Brutal, honestly. Building a little bit of a structure here. $33s is what we were looking for. We got stopped out though, obviously. Crazy. VWAP looks like it might be struggling now. See if it can continue to hold support here. Decent pop. Ten minutes left till Europe closes here. Try the other side of this range. Just going to be just a little range that's been formed here. Hoping it can hold one more time. Looking for a fill. Green saucy. I'm hoping, buddy. I was hoping to get filled right there on that VWAP test. Damn. Yeah, you missed it. We took a trade. I don't even know. Half a point from being filled on it. And then obviously didn't get filled on it. And then and this range still holding too, huh? Oh my god. It's holding very tight. Might be the break on the other side now. Have to try it. Have to assume it's held again. Have to assume it gets held again here. It's been held all of these other times. Brutal. Brutal. Yeah, you have, buddy. Alright, well, these accounts are gone. Oh, they didn't all follow. Well. And this one, same thing. And one more. It was a good try, boys. You can see, just got cucked on the strategy a little bit today. We were off by a point on the initial fill that almost passed the counts. Got cucked, and then on the here we were looking for the 30s to break, and we just sat inside of this range. So then we tried to play the range. We got the bad results. But hey, it's trading, right? That's how it happens. We don't get paid to be correct every time. We just get paid to have bigger winners than our losers. So it is what it is. These accounts are gone. Monday we'll be back at it with a whole new set, and we'll be going at it. I'll probably reset over the weekend, so I don't have to do it on stream again for you guys. But yeah, I love you guys. Appreciate you for hanging out. It means a lot. Hit like if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you're not. Again, we'll be here all next week, Monday through Friday, doing the same thing. This is building out some pretty decent structure. We rejected this level every single time we got in it, and we just played on the other side of it the second time there. The thing that we could have done properly here was a couple things. Obviously, this dead on getting 30, so A, we could have held our 1,000-point stop the whole time and let it happen, or we could have just kept trying in at these levels again, right? So instead, we tried the bottom of the range, this little, what is this, 360 to 330. So it's 30-point range here. We tried to operate within it. We tried the other side of it, though, instead of playing the top, so that was the only mistake there. But appreciate you so much, Will. You have a good one, too, bro. Good luck on your day. Hope you end green. Hope you end your week green. And, yeah, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow, or catch you Monday. Have a good weekend. Peace.